Hello and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel for anyone who's new. This is Tristan of RiverClan. Welcome back for another video for Pride Month. But unlike the other videos from this month, this video is going to be slightly different. Instead of drawing a LGBTQ plus ship from the Warriors fandom, I'm going to be creating an OC, and this is actually part 1 of 2. This video will be kind of the design process for the way the character looks, and then the second video will be kind of the backstory. And that video will probably come either on Monday or Tuesday, so either tomorrow or the next day. And that's what's going on with this. I had plenty of ideas when I was starting this, so yeah. I hope you all have been having a wonderful Pride Month, and that continues for the last few days of this month. Now, without further ado, let's get into the commentary. So at this point, I had just been working on the line art, going in and like drawing the cat so that I would be able to work on the actual design for this character. Using this sketch that I had drawn kind of as a base, kind of filling it in, changing the leg shape and size slightly, adjusting the angle, and then adding the stomach, and then adding in the hind leg, well, the second hind leg, the one that's in the back, and then going in with the tail, because unless it's a cat who lost its tail, I don't think it would be a cat without a tail. And then I kind of moved it slightly and made a second one, and then I didn't realize I needed to move it over more so that they would both fit. And then I started working on another part, the eyes, and I drew the eye and was filling it in like that, and I realized I copied and pasted it before realizing that it was done at an angle instead of, the center part was done at an angle instead of straight. So I quickly redid that and then flipped the thing and added a second one before moving on to the nose. And then going over to the paw pad area. And then adding the second part. And then starting to work on the toe beans. Before I realized I didn't really like the way it was turning out, so I just scrapped it all and then started pasting them. And I got them into a shape that I sort of liked, but I looked at it for a second, and then I realized I was gonna just grab the stuff from one side and duplicate it for the other side, so it would be kind of like even and all. So I had that done for character design, and then I worked on kind of the face and head area, making the ears first, because that's typically how I start: heads, faces, whatever, with these cats. And then I started working on the face shape, trying many different ways and ending up erasing it. And then I had a semi way I liked it, so I pasted that and I kind of went in and made it more rounded, and before moving that up and kind of chopping the edges down because it doesn't need to go that far up. And then I copied and pasted that so that I would have it for the face and the back of the head. And I moved those to a spot where I liked them. And then I moved the paw, eyes, and nose as well. And then I moved those up a little bit so they wouldn't be as close to the bodies. And then I had the little wave for where the name was. And then I started kind of drawing a flag shape because I was gonna have the flag shape represent we'll have whatever flag represents whatever this OC is for LGBTQ+, which you will see in the backstory video. You'll see what that is. And then I started trying to find a good color for this OC. I decided I wasn't going to do it like some people do when they do the OCs and then just make them look like the flag. I was going to make it look like a natural cat and just make them be LGBTQ. So I just went in and decided to do a dark red-orange color. And I just went in and filled the cat on either side with that color by just tracing around the outline just really quickly, and getting that filled. And then I realized I needed eyes for on the face as well, because I had originally planned to have it done so it would just be closed eyes, but then I decided I didn't want to do that. I wanted to actually have the eyes open. And then I filled in the back of the head first, just tracing around it and then tracing around the face, making sure everything was connected, and then I filled that. And then I picked a color that I thought would look really nice with the background, which was actually the opposite on the color wheel, for the eyes, and I thought it looked really pretty, and then I decided I only wanted one eye open, so I changed that. Then I had just moved on to the normal eyes, filling them in with that color that I had picked. Well, it was actually a lightened version of the opposite of the fur color. I was just filling that in. It looked really pretty, and then I made a slightly darker version of it. Filled the tops of the eyes in with it, before making an even darker version to use for the bottoms. And then going in kind of blending, before I realized I had only done it on two of them, so I blended with those ones. And then went over to the other eye and blended there. And I had the eyes done, and then I went in with this bright pink color on the nose, and then grabbed a slightly paler pink, maybe not paler, but not as vibrant, but pink, and went in on the nose and made it kind of almost like a speckled nose in a way. And then I went in with kind of a color in between the two, for the insides of the ears. And I just filled that in, just getting that done as quick as possible, shaping it a bit more maybe after. moved on to the paws, where I used the same color that I used for the base of the nose, filled it in the base of the paw, and then I used the other color and kind of started adding speckles to the pad of the paw, and just making it kind of speckled like the nose, but slightly more opaque, the speckles. And then I went in with stripes, and I did this cat's stripes slightly different than I've done stripes on most tabbies that I've done before. And I, part of the video footage cut out, but I made these really cool swooshy stripes that I used for the design for this cat, and I think they turned out really good, and I've never really done a tabby with stripes like this before, and I thought it was really kind of unique and cool, so I went ahead with it. And then I filled in what I had done on the ears as best as I could, because kind of lost the stuff from that a bit, and I started filling it in kind of on the back, before going back to the head, because I had forgotten to do the back of the head, where it would be shown on the second thing. And then you see it looks kind of smoother here. I had actually just gotten a new Apple Pencil. I had been using pretty much my finger before, so this really, I feel like this has helped me a bit more, and you could definitely see it in those first few stripes afterwards that it was different. And then I went in and grabbed the shape again because I had lost it, and kind of made the shape again so I could use that. And I made a kind of cute design there with the stripes that I was using, and then started going in on the leg with a kind of little pattern, doing that, and then I kind of tried to replicate it as best as possible on the other side of the leg, by using the things, and just going down with placing them kind of like they were on the other side, and then I kind of made that a bit bigger, and went in, kind of fixed up the one stripe because I didn't really like the way that it looked, and erased everything on the first leg so that because the stripes wouldn't be falling over onto the other leg. So yeah, then I made the stripe again because I had kind of lost it when I was doing the work on the leg, because I had to copy the leg, so I just put that down and erased all except for one of the stripes so that I'd have it. And then I kind of went in and started working on the back leg. I kind of touched up the edges because they had started to blur a bit. Every time that I made one, I just touched up the edges and stuff. And I started doing kind of a similar design on the kind of back of the leg, just using the shapes, the little stripe, to kind of create a fur pattern for this cat. And I just went through touching up all of the blurriness as I went, just creating the little pattern for the leg. And then I started just working on the second back leg, and just actually filling it in using the outline of the blurry image on a separate layer, so I could just delete the layer with the blurriness on it after. And then I lost more footage, but this is how the cat ended up looking with some extra detail. And I was just kind of touching up that nose bridge there, which I made a slightly like a tan orange color. And I was really happy with that. And then I went over and grabbed this, which I made at some point. I don't even know when. In case I ever needed it. And then I came back and there was this black all over the layer that had some of my stuff on, and I had no clue what it was. So I had to go in and like erase it all. And it was a super long process and all, but I didn't make you guys watch that. I just skipped over that and showed you guys like some of the work that I did to kind of finish up the background a bit, make it slightly different for a background for this character. And here's what their design looks like. I really like the way it turned out, and off camera I did add a few scars because I forgot to add those on camera, but I hope you like this character design. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you all next time. Bye.